2021 was a crazy year to say the least.
We're going to Boston by ourselves at 18.
I think one of the biggest things that I learned this year was that if you want to do something for yourself that's going to better you and make you happy, but people around you are discouraging you, don't follow what they say if you disagree. It's your life. If it's something you want to do and it's going to make you happy, then do it. Take that adventure by yourself. You'll realize just how capable you are when you do. You never know where it could lead. Maybe on a trip to Boston with your best friend. Be spontaneous and don't let fear stop you from doing what you really want to do. Because it's so worth it. Okay, now this one was a big one for me this year. Attract friendships with people who are there for you and you're there for them. Don't stay in a toxic friendship. Which also corresponds to this idea. Don't chase people, and if you stop chasing and you hear nothing from them, no energy given back, then there's your reason why. Also, this is so basic, but it's so important. Don't feel bad about blocking or letting go of that toxic friend that was only hurting you with their words and their actions with each interaction you had with them. Know your worth and know it's not you, it's them. It can be really easy to get caught up in the hustle and the bustle of everyday life, but the next thing is that it's 100% okay to take a self-care day. Take a mental health day, whatever you want to call it. Just take a day for yourself. Relax. Prioritize your mental health. Don't overwork yourself and then not take a day for yourself. Have fun on doing a day of just what you want to do, little things that make you happy, even if it's just an hour or two. Make that cup of coffee. I love that French press. That French press makes coffee so much more fun. Do things that make you happy and excited, even if it's just for an hour before you have to go to work or even 2 hours before. Just take time to do it. You'll feel much better after.
It's kind of ironic that I don't have videos to put for this one because that's literally what it is. So the next one is not everything has to be videoed, not everything has to be filmed. And I think I learned this really hard because I used to love vlogging everything and I still do, but sometimes it's better to just be present and in the moment and like enjoying yourself in the moment. Like if you see a fireworks show, I did this so much. Every time you see a fireworks show, you just video it, you video the whole thing, and you're looking at it through the lens of the camera, not your eyes. So you don't really see it. And then you look at it on the phone and it doesn't look as good. So it's like you just need to turn off the phone, turn off the camera sometimes, and just be in the moment and present.
I feel like this is something that you hear all the time, like everywhere, but it's okay to eat foods once in a while that you wouldn't normally eat. It's okay to treat yourself and have food that looks good and maybe tastes good. And even though you don't do it all the time, it's good to do it once in a while. Have fun. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience. There's more to life than just what food you're eating all the time. Although it is good to eat healthy, it's good to treat yourself too. It's also 100% okay to take things off your plate if you feel stressed. Don't feel like you're accomplishing less by shrinking your workload. This could be jobs, hobbies, really anything. Anything that you have too much of or you feel like you have too much of, let it go. If you hear the occasional tweet tweet of little birds, it's because I'm sitting outside. Gotta get that fresh air. Gotta get that sunshine, right? The next thing that I wanted to talk about that I learned this year, well, I always knew, but really highlighted it this year, is that you are constantly evolving and changing. You're not the same you that you were at the beginning of the year, and that is 100% normal and okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Although it is crazy to think how different life was at the beginning of the year, like the beginning of the year feels like a century ago, and it's crazy. But you've grown since then, and you've discovered more about yourself that you're still learning about each day. It can become so easy to get stuck in a routine of doing things. Maybe it's exercise. Maybe you follow a routine for a while and it's a good routine and you like the routine, but then you do it so often that when you take a rest day, or you don't really want a rest day, but when you do take it, you feel bad. And the thing is, you never feel bad about taking rest days, especially when it comes to exercise or anything. If you physically or mentally or whichever need a rest day, if that's your body, just take the rest day. And don't feel bad about taking a rest day. Don't feel bad about breaking a routine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing something different.
I just woke up, made my tea. Now I'm back in bed. It's 6. I have to get ready for work soon, but I felt like I'm back under my bed because it's very cozy and I like my fluffy blanket. But I did want to talk about the next thing that I learned this year. So, I'm the type of person who hates confrontation completely. I don't like having conflict, but one thing I did learn this year is don't let people take advantage of that. Don't let people try to boss you around and basically walk all over you. And if you need to stand up to someone, stand up to someone. And confrontation is very uncomfortable sometimes, but also sometimes it's the only way to solve a problem. So, as long as, do it respectfully. But stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you, because if you even give them an inch, they're going to take it, and then you're going to be in an even worse situation than before the whole thing started. I guess I should get up. Alright, the next thing that I learned that I'm very happy I did, and that I got rid of it, is it's 100% okay to go through a social media cleanse, and social media is not that important. Like, I promise you, it is not that important. And real life and being present in real life is 100 times more important. This summer, I was actually watching the Emma Chamberlain podcast, or listening to, not watching. And it was the one about deleting TikTok. And at first, I thought that was insane. I could never delete TikTok because I literally wasted so much time on TikTok. I went through my phone, found the TikTok app, and I deleted it.
I'm currently finishing off this video on New Year's Eve. Fireworks are crackling in the sky and I'm relaxed on my bed. I wanted to leave this video off with the last 3 lessons that I learned. 1. When you're seeking a relationship, be comfortable with your own company. Only then can you be yourself around a guy and have a friendship grow. 2. It's okay to spend time on social media, but don't spend so much time to where you begin comparing your life's journey to someone else's. Because everyone is on their own path. Everyone's finding their own way and no paths are going to look the same. And that's normal. This connects to the previous idea. Try to find hobbies that you enjoy that stray away from just swiping on social media. Recently, I rediscovered my love for reading, and I've been reading every chance I get. Lastly, as the clock is about to strike midnight in a little over an hour, actually less than an hour, I want to leave the video off on this note. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is, don't get yourself feeling stuck in a certain place in your life that you're staying in simply because you have been there so long. Part of you is nervous to branch out because it's become such a habit. If you stay comfortable at a certain place too long, and don't get me wrong, if you love where you're at, that's totally fine. But if you're growing tired of it and you want to change, take that chance. Spread your wings and grow. God, that sounds like it was off a Disney movie. Into that 2021, it's been good. It's been real. See you soon, 2022.